Welcome to lesson 2. WTF is GBP, how people actually use it. In this lesson, we're going to briefly go over the history of Google Business Profile. We'll discuss why it's so important, and then we'll go through some practical examples of how people actually use it, because I cannot tell you how many small business owners I meet that have no idea what a Google Business Profile is. So we're going to have to constantly educate these people because they don't realize the importance of it. They're not going to want to spend money to work on it. So let's take a trip down memory lane. Google has realized the advantage of serving up information for businesses that serve local customers for a long time. It was at one point called something like Google Places, then it was called Google My Business, and now it's called Google Business Profile. Now, of course, they're pretty much just copying stuff that's worked for a long time, like phone books. It's really good to have a directory where you could find businesses that are around you. And so this is just a digital version of a phone book. And one of the biggest benefits of the Google Business Profile is that people can leave reviews. For thousands of years, people have relied on social proof to help them decide their decisions. Now, one silly example I like to use is like a Mesopotamian swap meet. You're going to go with the person that sells sticks over here because all your friends told you these are the best sticks. Not to this guy that just showed up the other day. But once a couple people tell you that this new guy's sticks are actually way better than the other guy's sticks, well, maybe we try them out. This is exactly what the reviews on the Google Business Profile are doing. And I know that's a terrible example, and I implore you, please figure out a different one and leave it in the comments below. But the key here is that Google wants us to interact with Google Search. It's their flagship product. And if they can provide a good experience for us, that will keep us coming back. At some point in the Local SEO Masterclass, I talk about the whole reason why Google has search, which we can probably be very sure that it has to do with ads. Google makes $175 billion a year off search ads alone. That's not even counting like YouTube ads and things like that. So they have to provide a really good experience so that every once in a while we'll click on one of those ads to help them make their hundreds of billions of dollars. And so when it comes to looking for local results, they have determined that the Google Business Profile is working really well. In fact, while they were testing out the early version of AI Overviews, which was called SGE, for local search results, there was this local panel that would pop up instead of the map pack. And once they officially rolled out AI Overviews, they got rid of that. It seems like the map pack is exactly what we want to see, and they don't have any plans to change that yet. But even though I can almost guarantee that people are interacting with the map pack every single day if they use Google, maybe not every day, but most of the time, there's a good chance that they've seen it before. They just don't realize what it is, and they don't realize the importance that it can serve their small business. So let's go through a practical example, and to do that, we have to put on a slightly different hat. That's right, I'm putting on my client hat, and I'm going to go through my day and plan my day, and let's just see what happens. So the first thing I'm going to do is go grab a coffee downtown. So we've moved the centroid over to the center of Bend, so that way my address is not visible like it normally is when I do these videos. Thanks for the advice from people that gave me that. So I've searched for coffee options downtown. Bellataza, the Commons, Back Porch, these, I know all of these places well. I've had coffee at all of them. The Commons is my favorite place, but you know, and I look around and I see some of the items, I see some of the photos and things like that. This right here is a plugin. We'll talk more about that plugin later. Don't worry, you'll get to use that a bunch. So okay, I know the Commons, but let's see if there are some other results. A lot of people actually click that More Places button. So let's look around here. And what about Looney Bean? Okay, let's check out the photos here. Look at this. I can see their menu. Okay, there's the front. Oh, look at this view. Where is that? Oh, look, they have a little back area. That looks like fun. Let's see what the reviews are saying. 4.7 stars. That sounds good. We got Hippie here. I dream of their iced dirty hippies, which is a dirty chai. Okay. So see how they have these little like suggestions in the service, or sorry, in the reviews. So Google is always coming up with new ways to highlight different things, and reviews are such a big factor. You know, look at these coffee shops. Some of them have, Looney Bean has 798 reviews. That's so many. But anyway, okay, that sounds great. Let's start off by going to Looney Bean and having a nice dirty hippie to start the day. But then after that, unfortunately, I got to get my oil changed. So let's look for some oil change places. And notice the first thing that popped up are ads. All right, so we have ads here. Well, I'm not going to look at these. Oh, hey, here's some local results. So this says sponsored here, so I know that's an ad, but they have the first one too. But now I'm mad at these guys for paying for an ad. So let's look at Rapid Wrench. I've never heard of these guys before. So let's see. Jack's an awesome dude and worker. When I inspected his work, I realized the tie rod ends were not changed at all. Well, that doesn't sound good. And one thing that people like to do a lot when they look at reviews is they'll look at 1-star reviews and they'll look at 5-star reviews. So they'll go like lowest rating. Watch out for that guy charges you for around 16, 17 years ago. 16 or 17 years ago? Man, the diagnosis strain, you replaced the tie rod ends. Here's the guy that was quoted. He said, "Good morning, Chris. Looking at your vehicle history, I did not find any records. I'm happy to check it out. Would it be under a different name?" That's funny. He's actually responding. A lot of people look at these responses to these reviews, so it's really important to do that. And then actually, if we keep scrolling down, we get to 3-star reviews. A lot of people like to check the middle of the tier because these are usually more fair. So anyway, all right, well, the reviews don't seem that bad, and I don't know, I've used Valvoline before. These are the guys I normally go with. I want to try somebody else out. Well, we'll try Rapid Wrench out. Let's see where they're at. Yeah, okay, we'll try Rapid Wrench out. Why not? All right, so after we get the oil changed on my Subaru, it's time to get a haircut. We're going back downtown. And so let's see here. So we're got to get the haircut. Let's see. Let's try Bishop's out. Let's see what some of these images look like here. So there's the front. Okay, we've got some cuts here. All right, let's try Bond Street Barbershop. Looks like a nice fade there. Let's look at some more of the pictures here. Ooh, look at that. Dang, you guys think I could pull that off? I know I can't pull that off. But let's check them out anyway. Okay, Bond Street Barbershop. Let's see. I can just call them right here by clicking that button, or I can go to their website. Maybe there's a way to book stuff on here. Sometimes that's the case where you can actually book straight on the Google Business Profile. So that's pretty cool. And while I'm waiting for my haircut, I remember that I'm getting my kitchen remodeled. Just kidding, I rent. But anyway, someday, right? So I can dream. So I need to get my kitchen remodel. So I look up kitchen remodel near me. And the first thing that pops up are these, what some people call erroneously Google guaranteed. These are actually local service ads. So these are cost per call or cost per message. So this is a different type of ad that Google offers. Then we have the Google Business Profile, and then we have the organic search results. So I could go down to the blue links and definitely dig in a little bit more, but let's see what we have in the area. I'm going to click more businesses. I kind of want more than 3 options here because this is going to be tens of thousands of dollars. So I'd probably spend a little bit more time digging through the reviews, maybe seeing what other services they offer, and checking out all these businesses, maybe seeing their location and actually calling them and checking them out, right? And as you can see on the Google Business Profile, it's very easy. I can call them. There's directions. This one even has a quote form. I wonder what that looks like. Oh, look, so you can leave a quote right here. That's probably actually part of the LSAs, the local service ads. So that's interesting. So yeah, all right. So I got my haircut. I'm making progress on my kitchen remodel job. But now I'm hungry. So let's just get some food carts, right? Now we're going to find out later. This is not an ideal client, but this is realistic. What we do throughout the day is we look stuff up near us, and foods are a really good example of local search results. Ooh, right there, the Podski, that's my favorite. Well, let's see, maybe we'll try something different today. Ooh, Bunk and Brew Backyard. I don't think I've been to this one before. Where is this at? Where is this at? Oh, I thought that was a ping pong table. If it was a ping pong table, you had me sold. Okay, it's just one spot. I like variety though, so I think we're gonna go with my tried and true here, the Podski, and which has a lot of options, including pierogies, Thai food, the taco truck, of course. Ooh, they got chicken and waffles? Where's that at? We'll have to investigate later. But anyway, okay, now I'm satisfied. Okay, so we went all the way from having my morning coffee, getting my oil changed, getting a haircut, maybe even getting my kitchen remodeled, which I don't have the authority to do that, and ended with a nice dinner at the pod ski. But the takeaway from all of that is that every time we did one of those blank near me searches, what showed up? The Google Business Profiles next to the map. Let's look at that one more time. Let's get back in here and look at kitchen remodel near me. Let's go back to the search result page. This is called the search engine result page. Our next lesson is going to be entirely on the search engine result page. So we have the search engine result page here. This is the map pack right here, in case you haven't heard of that vernacular before. Top 3 results with the map next to it. I think on the oil change one, we had an example of a sponsor result at the top. So that can happen where you have a sponsor result on top of the 3 organic search results. So this giant company is paying to be there. So that's how they're showing up there. But typically you'll see this if there's no ads being run. And then these little rectangles right here, these are the Google Business Profiles. And that's why I like to say that the Google Business Profile is the fastest, easiest way to interact with your clients. The Google Business Profile is free. If your client has not already claimed their Google Business Profile, they are missing out substantially. And notice that besides some ads in all of those search result pages, what was showing up first? Besides the ad, it was the map pack. And so that is coveted space. And so now I think we're ready to move on to the next lesson, where we talk about the search engine result page, all the pieces that make it up, and how to have a really good strategy as we're working with clients by looking at that search engine result page. Let's get into that lesson.